All right, welcome back to Hot Topics, y'all. Y'all already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this. Kodak Black and three others have been shot. All three are expected to recover, so don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get too worried, but he did get shot. We have all the details right here. So Kodak Black and three others were shot early Saturday outside a party that was followed a Justin Bieber concert in Los Angeles, according to NBC News. Justin Bieber had just performed a pre-Super Bowl show, because y'all know the Super Bowl is going to be in LA this year. The Rams are about to take it and all that other stuff. You know, let's talk about Ice-T, the OG, giving a warning and all that. So this was a pre-Super Bowl event concert that Justin Bieber had just finished doing a show at the Pacific Design Center before continuing the party at the club called The Nice Guy that was located about a mile away from the concert. So this was the after party, and Justin went to the after party, and all his celebrity friends, including Kodak and all of them, were there as well, and other people. Now, around 2:45, according to news, around 2:45 a.m., wee hours of the morning, Kodak Black, Lil Baby, and Gunna stood on a corner of North La Cienega Boulevard, and they were talking when a fight broke out that was near where they were standing. So a lot of people saying, man, they probably took that gangster stuff out there to LA, like they not listening to what Ice-T said, but it's not the case. A fight broke out apparently within the area of where they were standing. Kodak Black, whose real name is Bill Capri, we all know already, he got involved in the fight. And once he got involved, I don't know how Kodak got involved in the fight. Was it somebody who came in his entourage that got in the fight and he felt the need to jump in? Because when my homies ride, I ride. The details are not clear right now. But what they do know is the fight broke out near where Kodak, Gunna, Lil Baby were standing, chilling, talking, and Kodak got involved in a fight. And as soon as Kodak got involved in a fight, 10 gunshots went off, hitting Kodak Black and two other people. A fourth person was also injured and took themselves to the hospital. And this is news according to the Los Angeles Police Department. Other after party attendees included Drake was there. Check this out. Big names. Leonardo DiCaprio was there. Khloe Kardashian was there. Kendall Jenner was there. All these names, all these multimillionaires. And LAPD spokesperson told the Daily Beast on Saturday that the three initial male victims were ages 19, 24, and 60 years old. And they were all in stable condition. Although they would not confirm the other victims' names, only Kodak Black's name, Bill Capri. The shooters were still at large. They lit the place up, bam, 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 10 shots, and got away. A woman who answered Kodak Black's lawyer Bradford Cohen's phone on Saturday, which is his assistant probably, said that Cohen was out of town, which is Kodak's lawyer, was out of town, and that this is the first time they were hearing about all this, that their client was out in LA and in trouble and had gotten shot. A call to another number with a voicemail for Kodak's lawyer also was not returned. And that's what we have so far, taken from the Daily Beast. Now, listen to this. The realest part is the warning that Ice-T gave them, because Ice-T said something along the lines of they got to remember how it's set up in LA. Ice-T warns the rappers and celebrities to be safe when they venture out into the West Coast, because it's no game out there. He said gang affiliation still runs rampant in a large amount of neighborhoods and communities in the Los Angeles area, and they should remember that. Even those unaffiliated with said activities may be in harm's way, as you could see by Drakeo the Ruler's untimely passing. If y'all remember, Drakeo the Ruler got stabbed up backstage as he was about to go do a show, right? Backstage. So not only that, those visiting he said, for strictly Super Bowl purposes, they will have fortune in some form or fashion, considering that the ticket prices are extravagant for this year's event. Being too flashy or accessible, that's a recipe for disaster. In other words, Ice-T was trying to tell them, you come out here with all your jewelry on, your $60,000 watch, your $250,000 chain, your $150,000 cars you're driving in, and being flashy and all that. It's a recipe for disaster. Being too accessible is a recipe for his exact words, which is what they were doing. Standing on the corner off some random street outside is as accessible as it gets. So apparently they didn't heed the warning. And here you go. Being too flashy and accessible, recipe for disaster. Some of the gangs have no issues, he said, getting you for anything that you've got. Ice-T, you must remember though, that's an OG, a real OG. He's a resident of the Los Angeles area, and he's been there since his early years in school, since he was a jit. Now, he has all the experience and all that. He knows what time it is in that area, and they should have listened, right? Now, check this out. All that gang stuff, it's the energy, right? So all that gang stuff that they portray, and especially Kodak, I'm not surprised that it happened to him. I'm just glad that he didn't die. He's been on a up and up lately. This year is the first year that Kodak said he's been free for one complete year without being in and out of prison behind bars and all that ever since he was a teenager. So this is his first year being free and out from behind bars, and he's trying to change his life. And then he gets shot. But if you look at how the rap business is going, right, it's like that's your stamp of approval. You got to have been to jail or prison. You got to have a record. You got to have some criminal friends around you. And you got to have been shot at least once. Well, he checked that box. So Kodak has been shot at least once. And now he's on the list as well. I guess he's certified now. I think they should have listened to the OG. Lest we forget, Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. That says it all right there. And to this day, they think they've solved the Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. If I was a rapper, when I went to LA, and when I go to LA, it would be me going into the studio, do my stuff, and getting the frig out of Dodge. Me going to the Super Bowl, low key as ever. The only time they would see me is probably if I show up on screen. Oh, Kodak is in town. But that's it. I wouldn't be outside. But you got to think though, if people like Leonardo DiCaprio was there, the Kardashians were there, Justin Bieber was there, you got to think that that area might have been pretty safe because, you know, security is beefed up when all these multimillionaire famous people gather in one area. Police presence should have been heavy in that area, and I'm sure it was. Police presence was heavy when Tupac Shakur got killed. Police presence was also heavy when Biggie Smalls got killed, but they still got killed. So in other words, this should have been a lesson learned for all of them. I'm glad they're doing okay. If you're a Kodak Black fan, don't worry. He said that he's going to make it, along with all the others that got shot with him. They will all be all right. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. 50,000 gang members in LA, active gang members, according to Ice-T, the OG. That's scary. I'm out. Peace.